Why you should choose Portsmouth for your next weekend break. When it comes to escaping the hustle and bustle of London city life, heading to the seaside is always good for the soul. With so many coastal cities in the south, it's difficult to come to a decision that suits all of your needs. But that's when Portsmouth comes in. Just a 2-hour-long train ride from London, Portsmouth has what you want from a weekend getaway, from just being by the sea to history and shopping. So when you're wondering where to head next for a weekend or overnight break, take a look at these reasons to visit Portsmouth. First things first, when visiting the city, make sure to take in the sights from the Emirates Spinnaker Tower. Located next to Gun Wharf Quays, the tower stands some 170 meters above the shopping center and is taller than Big Ben. Take the elevator to the first observation deck and get whisked up at a speed of 4 meters per second. A post shared by SOPHIDROSE233 at Sapphire Rossi on the Move on October 4, 2017 at 7:32 a.m. PDT on a good day. Thankfully it was for me. You can see for up to 23 miles. I managed to take in the ferries crossing over to the Isle of Wight, Gun Wharf Quays, South Sea Pier, the local museums, and I could even see the coastline of the Isle of Wight itself. For those feeling brave, there is also a glass section of floor that you can walk over and feel like you've conquered the world. Or if you're feeling even braver, you can actually abseil down the tower during the summer months. Just a 5-minute walk from the train station is Gun Wharf Quays, a premium outlet shopping center with over 90 stores including Coach, Levi's, and Cath Kidston. Almost village-like, it's easy to spend hours wandering around and picking up some of the latest bargains. I'm looking at Lindt chocolate. Just when I thought I was done, I kept finding another store I wanted to visit. During my time shopping at Gun Wharf Quays, I managed to pick up some great purchases, including fancy Clark's shoes for £40 and a Jack Wills shirt priced down to £19, down from £50. It's the type of place that you definitely want to head to in the run-up to Christmas. As the Christmas shopping period gets underway, the center will be putting on musical treats to help you get into the festive spirit. Due to its coastal location, Portsmouth has played a prominent role in some critical events in British history. So while you're in the city, make sure to pay a trip to the historic dockyard and take in both HMS Victory and the Mary Rose Museum. The Mary Rose was King Henry VIII's warship and was built in 1510. It's said that the king himself watched the sinking of the Mary Rose in 1545. She remained on the seabed for 437 years until she was then raised and given her own museum. Seeing the remains of the ship itself is something that shouldn't be missed, and it's amazing to see how much of the Tudor ship was salvaged, from combs and cutlery to even the clothes of some of the sailors. HMS Victory is next door to the Mary Rose Museum. It was Lord Nelson's flagship during the Battle of Trafalgar and is over 250 years old. Stepping onto the ship is like going back in time, especially seeing how the sailors then would have lived. The route around the ship takes you to the actual spot where Nelson breathed his last breath after the Battle of Trafalgar. If you're staying at Portsmouth Historic Dockyard all day, be sure to check out Boathouse 4 for their great food overlooking the harbor. There is so much great food on offer in Portsmouth. And when you're by the sea, you may as well have as much seafood as possible. I'm not just talking about fish and chips. I ended up trying some seafood at Loch Fyne inside Gun Wharf Quays. Bright and cheery, it was a good place to take a break from shopping and tuck into some fresh seafood. Loch Fyne was also really good value for money. I chose off their lunch menu, which came to £11.95 for 2 courses plus the cost of a drink. And if you visit on a Tuesday, they've got some really good shellfish deals. Definitely make sure you try the salmon fish cakes. A post shared by SOPHIDROSE233 at Sapphire Rossi on the Move on October 26, 2017 at 12:34 p.m. PDTO. And of course I treated myself to dessert, opting for the Eton mess. Portsmouth is home to some of the finest coffee shops around. From hip vegan cafes to stores in the shopping centers, the city has some great coffee. One of those is the Real Eating Company, a small independent coffee chain that uses local food as much as possible. I checked where the coffee was from during a snack break at Gunwafquays, and I was told that it was literally from up the road. If you're feeling hungry, then make sure to try their popular pesto chicken toasty. Another good quirky stop is Southsea's Pie and Vinyl. Yes, that's right. Pie and Vinyl. They also do good coffee too. How?